Annie?
Yes.
Carrie? Yes. Me. I make a motion to accept the minutes from the June 12th regular meeting. Can I have a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion to approve the expenditures for June 12th. All second it, somebody?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment? Moving right along. Fire chief reports.
Calls today 336, EMS calls 33, fire calls 2, runs of the village 25, runs of the township 10, no runs on the township.
How many did we have, like, any where we went out of town and people come helped us and all that kind of stuff?
No mutual aid out of town, we had 2.
Two? Okay, that ain't bad.
2013, the air tanks on it are leaking, rotted out, so I have a quote from Countryside for new air tanks. $5,185.86. So if you want to that, holds pressure for the brakes,
Air horns.
air horns.
Something you have to have, yeah.
You need to make a motion to pay this thing?
To do the work.
We have to get it.
I make a motion for, who is this, Countryside Drug
Countryside.
Service to do this one. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
2018, both brake chambers in the back were replaced this week. We backed it in from a fire, and it totally locked up. So we had Sadinsky come out, he did it right there.
But that's a good thing about him, he comes right out to your place.
Yeah, he was awesome. So I'm gonna start using him.
Yeah. We use him at township.
The only bad part is he does a pump test, so I gotta find someone to pump test.
So do we have a bill for that?
Yes, I did turn it in.
You signed it.
Okay.
We did get the EMS grant this year for $3,434.83. Last year we only got it for $1,200 because the paper improperly filled out on our budget. So I got it filled out correctly. So here, yeah, about that. So here is a list of things that we can get, and we have a wish list. So
Okay.
I'll start on that. We did purchase the trailer.
We purchased it or we got it? Oh. I
The
remember.
association
Okay,
did.
sorry. Yep.
So we'd like to donate it to the district.
So you need to make a motion to accept the trailer from
I'll make a motion to accept the trailer that the Legion donated to the
Yes.
fire district. And the fire district's gonna donate to the fire department, right?
the
Association.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Legion. And there will be a formal picture when this.
In case you two don't know, it's for the gator.
What's that?
It's for the gator that we got.
I saw you guys got a gator.
So we didn't have a trailer, so the Legion donated one.
That's nice.
So since then, I've had a bill from Napa, gotten truck bed coating, did the floor on that, put the Easy Track down, so that way we can strap it down properly. Just small stuff to it, just so you know.
And just to let you know, that Gator came in 2 years ago from a grant from Firehouse Subs, right?
When it comes to equipment, I'm not the type of person that's
No,
gonna
I just
complain.
wanted to make sure it was.
How much was the donation from the Legion?
7,000 and
7,500 or something.
yeah.
Especially when it
association-
seems like you guys take care of your stuff.
The association made up the rest. So the whole trailer was like 8,000 something.
Oh, okay.
So.
And the Legion's gonna come down and get some pictures of the fire.
Correct, and there's stickers going on it, so. I have a new application for an EMT. I'd like to vote on, I don't even have the name here. Well,
You got an application with no name?
yeah, my bad, I didn't even, yeah, I'm looking. Fine. I'll ask for it next meeting. So, but he's an EMT. He has been coming around lately to show interest. He's been helped out on that, helped clean up after the Harbin's Walker fire.
Is he local?
Yeah, he was right in,
Bryson.
Bryson.
Becky?
Prasky.
Krasky?
Do you know Prasky's from Garrettsville? So Bryson Prasky is his name. Yeah, he lives right in Garrettsville area, and I'd like to put him on.
I mean, he's already a certified person.
He's an EMT. I want to give him a chance.
Well, once you put him through like the drug test and all that. I mean,
Sure. I'm pending drug test.
I'll make a motion that we hire him once everything that, the qualifications that the chief has for him. We can need all EMTs we can get. I mean,
I'll second it.
Aye.
All in favor? I'm sorry. I'm still reading. Okay.
With that being said, there is a firefighter 1 class coming up in Holland that's going to be covered underneath the Marshall's grant. So that'll be a free class. I'm going to be able to send, I'm hoping, 3 people through it. I know 2 want to go, but I'm still waiting on the 3rd, so
Okay.
I'm going to send them through it if possible.
Okay.
I want to take Tyler McLavin off. We have not heard from him since he's been voted on, and I'm not screwing around with people that don't want to even reply back to a text message. So,
So you want to just send him a letter? Does he have to clean a locker and stuff?
you know, he
No.
didn't even start. So.
Just send him a letter, just.
Do we got to vote on that or not?
We brought him on, I guess we gotta vote to take him off. Yeah, make a motion to,
Terminate for lack of.
thank you, for McDillan.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Going real quick, sorry. Water shuttle Sunday. You'll be seeing tankers around Windham, so don't be alarmed. It's just our annual drill. I met with the police chief today over fireworks and an emergency action plan. We were all set to go Saturday. So our radio's reprogrammed. I will get you an invoice on that. I reached out to him yesterday. We're all set to go for the sheriff's department. Did you all get a chance to review the contract that Dan
That's
Young?
on my phone, yeah.
Okay.
So,
I have a hard copy, I think.
That was a draft. So
That was the draft.
if
Yeah.
that looks great, I'll tell them to draw up the
We
contract.
draw up the contract and
We
get
can
it
have a
published for
special
everybody to
meeting.
see.
yeah, cause we'll have to sign it too.
I think I don't know, she didn't, did you say you didn't have a chance to read it?
I did, but I had to read it on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
I had to
I
turn
made a
sideways.
hard copy.
Yeah.
So,
But before we sign it, we'll get to see a hard copy, right?
right, because we have
Yeah.
to sign the hard
Right.
copy. So,
So go ahead and get that, chief, and then we'll look at it.
Okay. All right. I'll get that rolling. Great. 2015 check for Burton.
Some in Stafford.
Great. Thank you.
And Selinsky did come back a second time, cause he was there for the truck, just to double check again, and he's claiming that it's fine, so it's a little bit on the outer frame, the inner frame, there's nothing wrong with it at all.
It's pumped beautifully for the last 2 fires that we had for that Harveston.
there you go.
So,
We worked at that numbers.
the last thing I had was I'd like to thank Dave Belknap, Stoney's Pizza, Gas Food Mart, and Circle K for their donations during that Harveston Walker fire. Dave was kind enough to reach into his pocket and pay for some of the pizza. Stoney's, correct me if I'm wrong, they donated, and so did Gas Food Mart, and Circle K donated the water. So I really appreciate that. I mean, that goes a long way. So,
I'll do it for recognition.
well, we appreciate
We
it.
still
So,
thank you,
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
and everybody else.
That's all that I had. Fireworks permits here. We're good to go. You don't have anything for me? Anything I should be doing? Anything I should not be doing?
Ravenna City,
Mm-hmm.
did you notify them?
I have not yet,
Okay.
because I was waiting to see
you want Kim to do a letter?
Do you want us
You
to do, probably should do a letter also.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, Jolene's a good friend of mine, so I'd like to at least, reach out to her.
Old business?
So you turn the paperwork in for the letter?
Correct, the levy, everything, I turned it in early, everything's good, they said if there wasn't any issues, they would call me Monday, no calls, so everything's all set for the renewal.
So galley proofs should come out after Labor Day, so you can look at what's going to be on the ballot.
So the renewal levy, how many years if it passes is it good for?
5.
5.
And when will that come out?
The galley proof will come out after Labor Day.
And they double checked it, they had somebody new there, so they pulled out their sheets to make sure everything was
Gone.
In its entirety.
yeah. So everything's gonna be that.
What else for old business?
I did have one question. We talked about the grants that you applied for, Dave Joyce's office, and they mentioned that we could reapply.
Yeah,
When can we reapply?
not until next year.
I thought maybe like 3 months or something. Okay.
Is your group still doing gathering prices for the?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I will get on them to give me a final price. So we're also gonna throw in for the AFG grant through, NDS. So, and then we'll go from there.
Any other old business? New business?
Not until we get the stuff for the contract, it shouldn't be nothing that I'm worried.
The only thing we had was the budget numbers that we have, that I printed, we printed a sheet that will be turned into the auditor. Their copy will be with all the breakdown of each one of these, but wasn't sure if anybody had any questions on any of these numbers.
We kept it.
Pretty conservative, like we talked about last
So
time.
basically we run our fire department off how much money a year?
500.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And our salaries for the year, you probably, I mean,
They're like 400.
I'll say, so we only have 100,000 left after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Roughly.
And that's paying them $12-13 an hour.
Yeah.
So,
What comes out of the EMS fund?
So that's in here, the supplies for the squad.
Okay.
The salaries are split 60-40 between the two funds. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a copy of that? Thanks.
Okay, so that's it for right now then.
You just need to make a motion to accept the
Motion to accept it.
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the 2026 budgets, estimate appropriations and resources. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
So my total, can I ask a question?
No.
Yeah. My total budget is 900,000?
No.
no,
No.
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 You don't get to spend any of them.
Unless you ask nicely.
I'm looking at it
You
like
have
that.
$1,000 to spend, is all you get. No, so this is what your operating budget is, this is what we're estimating as income that comes in, but you and I both know that that's not the case. You're only getting 400-some thousand from real estate taxes.
Okay.
This has like your EMS grant and those other little things that you have in there, and then this, we estimate for the, and this also has carryover in it
So
too.
this is just an estimate?
And that's-
Right, this is not actual money that we have in our pocket.
Because this
Spent
also
money
is only at
7
6
months
months,
or 6
yeah,
months
Yeah.
of
expense, actual expense.
and
Okay.
income. So it makes the carryover look bigger than what it actually
Gotcha.
is.
Yeah.
So it'll all change
I
when
got
year end
excited there
comes.
for a minute.
Yeah. Cause you see this number, that eats up a lot of that number.
And Nick, I can give you a copy of like the breakdown.
Yes, please, yeah.
Okay.
You
And we
can
can meet
email
over
the
that.
PDF.
Email and PDF, yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Anything else? Comments, concerns, complaints? Yes.
Is it my turn at the end?
Well, sure.
Okay. I didn't know
Public
we were at
Public comments, you were like ahead of that game, but all right, go ahead.
So my question is, and I've been on the board, I've been in the fire service, I've been, on council, everything else. And the comment that was just made where you don't get to spend anything, it was a joke, but the chief's over there looking puzzled to me. And I can understand why, because it seems like the fiscal officer and the new one kind of rule the roost. And the chief's over here doesn't know what his next budget's going to be. The fiscal officers, did you guys ever, meet with the chief to go over it and allow him to have his input? Because, and the reason why I bring this up is when I worked in the fire department, the fire chief, I keep saying police chief, the fire chief ruled the roost.
Yeah,
The board, they allow, they
Yeah,
vote
yeah.
on it. They say yes. The fiscal officer works under the police or the fire chief, not above them, and that's the way it seems like it is.
No, they work in conjunction with each other here.
Let the chief answer the question. Go
Can
ahead.
I got a little bit more, and then I'll let you guys, if you guys
So, I mean,
would rebuttal.
We've met to go over what.
Right. So, why is it that it's a Mother May I system? I understand that the fiscal officer sees the checks and the balances, but the fire chief should have his budget there, a little ruler. They label the budget stick and go through it. And if he wants to buy something, he could go on Amazon and say, "Hey, I'm going to purchase this." Or he goes and he says, "Hey, this is over my spending limit. Do I have permission to buy this?" And then we voted on the meeting. It just always seems like when I come to the meetings or when I was on the board, it was always the fiscal officer over here telling everybody sitting at the tables what they can and can't do. When it really, in my opinion, should be the fire chief makes those decisions. And then he comes to the board and says, "Is this
Wait a minute,
acceptable?"
when you were on the board,
Yes.
did we have all sorts of money in our pocket?
No, and you don't have a lot of money, but
Thank you.
the fire chief is the one that should be controlling the budget.
No,
Okay.
no, because that's where we got into a mess when I first got on this board, and it has been a mess up until about 3 years ago. Now we have a control. Everybody here knows what money we have to spend. He has a budget. In his budget, he has line items. And in those line items is amount of money that these guys have determined in which one it has to go in, based on previous expenditures.
Right, like any budget, but it doesn't seem like the fire chief has much input.
They have
I
met
think he
multiple
does more than what
times.
you know.
I don't know where you've been.
That's
but
why I
they
said
have
let
met
the chief
multiple
answer, because
times.
the chief
Okay.
has.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
I've
this
asked for
chief has
things.
actually taken the initiative to learn about that budget, his spending ability, and what he can and cannot spend and how much. That's why he has been very frugal about what he's buying
Mm-hmm.
and looking for good deals versus previous, it was I'm gonna spend it because I got it. That's not the way it should have worked ever, because we are in the hole big time. This way, we at least have monies that when a disaster happens, or in our case, that truck bit the dust with the broken frame and it sat for how many weeks?
Do you say broken frame? I just want to clarify. You said broken frame.
Broken frame,
Okay.
right?
Split.
It's a
Yes.
split frame.
Okay.
Doesn't matter, it was undrivable, it had to stay parked. We weren't able to use it.
Okay.
He found a great deal, called me, we talked, said, go for it. We were able to say, when we spend that money, this is how we're going to replenish that money back. Can we do it that way? Yes, okay. Spend the $10,000 and go get that truck. I mean, it's a conglomeration of this team right here. What it looks like from the outside, I don't know, but from inside, it's these 6 people chatting to make sure that if we decide we're gonna spend $300,000 on an ambulance, that we don't go in the hole and come out smelling like a you-know-what, because we now don't have any money.
Mm-hmm.
Can't pay these employees to work for us. Can't pay the insurances on anything. So again, this is a team effort. It's just not one-sided.
It just really looked that way, especially when the joke was made, and then,
And you know what?
the
maybe that's
confusion
my
sitting
fault,
over there.
because I try to understand the budget as much as possible.
You should know the budget more than anybody,
Well,
in my opinion.
that's a financial issue. I wouldn't expect anybody to know that except for the two ladies sitting across from me because I don't even understand it all the way.
And that's what I'm getting at. Is the fire chief is the head honcho in my opinion. He should know his department, how much the budget is, and
He does.
go to.
He does know how much he's got, and he
Okay.
does know how much he can spend
Okay.
without putting us in the hole.
Okay.
That's our job as a conglomeration here to make sure somebody doesn't go and decide to spend a bunch of money and put us in the hole.
What's that?
I think
say it
too,
just looked
when
confusing
it's,
to me on the paper.
he doesn't see it every day, a budget,
Yeah, this looks like,
and it's in a
Yeah.
spreadsheet.
But then when
But
you
you-
take
That's
that out of
his,
it.
his realm of expertise is making sure he has safety equipment, trying to get as much money as he can for his employees.
Well, you can explain.
Stuff
I
like
understand
that.
how it all works. I was
We
a fireman.
talk and text like we're teenagers.
We have more communication amongst this team in the last 2 years than we ever had.
He calls me when I'm on vacation, and I
And,
answer his questions.
and ask her how she's doing. You know, it's,
Yeah,
So,
I,
I mean,
I get that. I just
You're
But-
saying one afternoon of conversation that went on for a whole month.
so then
Before
my
the next meeting.
my other question. You talk about not having much money. You just voted to approve a $5,000 repair for air tanks without getting any other quotes. $5,000 in my
oh, and
opinion.
what did you just tell me? You just told me he should be the one.
Yeah.
I trust him to do his due diligence of finding the best quote. And I hate to say this, but for the last 2 years, it's been a real breath of fresh air because he does do his due diligence.
So I'll go even further on that. Countryside's going to have the truck for the other repairs that we have. Spartan, the tanks were ordered, they're Spartan tanks. Something else would have had to been modified to put some other brand tank in there. You know as well as I do, when you modify stuff, either A, you have problems or labor costs. So while he has the truck up there all torn apart, he's gonna put the tanks in.
And more context is always better.
And I'm just saying, I mean, like I
So-
said, the last 2 years has been refreshing because he will do his due diligence and then bounce it off of us. I can't ask for any more.
Okay.
I mean, I've been pleased, and we haven't gotten as squeaky with our money as we've had to in the past. Because he's done his due diligence and he's done the quotes and all that good stuff, so. Again, I'm sorry that it looked like it was laying it out differently.
From this side, it looks different.
Well, I can't
So
tell
that's
you
why I
that
asked.
much about these numbers, but I do know they're not what we normally get. And that is what is proof in the budget that we get every single
The line item
month.
thing's what we usually get.
Right, and that's another thing. Like,
But
there's
this
no
is
line
something-
items. That's just a.
No, we get it. We get
You-
them though.
yeah.
You don't-
But
She was
sitting
just
there,
showing us
yes,
tonight.
right. I was just handed the first piece of paper, so I understand.
It's all
It's
here,
all here.
David.
Okay, so I can have that.
No, you can't have it. We will
Oh.
email you a copy of it.
Okay, thank you.
Your email address?
It's in the thing. It's already in
He's
there.
on
Sorry,
fire.
saved.
Oh, yeah. He's
Are we
everywhere.
done?
Are we done? Anything else? Dave?
I'm good.
All right. I make a motion to adjourn this meeting at 5:53. Thank you very much, everybody. Be safe going home.
Second.
All right.